So if you're wondering why we're starting in the 6th inning, why we're starting so late in the 6th inning, it's because I totally forgot to put on YouTube. What happened was I put on YouTube, I updated my drivers, and it cut everything off. I had to restart. So then I just totally forgot. So that's why we're starting in the 7th inning of a 2-1 game in game number 2. That's why we're doing that in YouTube. We've been on Twitch for a while. I should give you the Twitch stream, which I will, for the full game. But I messed up. So here we go. 2-1, Houston. Taking a look at all the other scores, you can see them. Tampa Bay and Baltimore, a very big game. If Baltimore wins, they got 2 in Baltimore, and it's going to be big, big trouble. If Cincinnati wins, Cincinnati will be up 2-0, but Atlanta will be at home. And if Atlanta of 99 wins, which it looks like they are right now, they'll lead 2-0 with 2 blowout wins. Kansas City will be in trouble. So here's Buford, Bellinger, and Robinson. And here's Buford. It's going to be a strike. So Lance McCullers, this will be number 100. And that's going to be another one there. It's 0-2. Lance can go about 120. It'll be 1-2. Buford, Bellinger, and Robinson. And inside 2-2. You don't want to take a guy out when he struggles, because that means Baltimore can get people on. This will be over to left field. Is it going to be fair? It looks foul. In the top of the 7th, it's 2-1. The pitch. It'll be high, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, we're starting in the 7th inning because I forgot to start YouTube. I had Twitch on and I updated my graphics card, and this is what happened. That's going to be a shot to right field and a base hit. So Buford gets a single. He's on with nobody out. To give you an idea of where we're at right now, if you just joined in, Merv Redmond, Frank Robinson had a single and made it 1-0 in the top of the 5th. Gurriel had a double, and then Springer got him in to make it 1-1. Now Gurriel hit a double, and then in the bottom of the 6th, Springer hit a run-scoring single. So for Houston, your RBIs are Springer and Reddick. Sorry, Reddick hit the RBI to tie it, and Springer hit the run-scoring single to make it 2-1. The story of the game: Altuve and Springer, 2 of the better ones, hitting unbelievably good hitters, are combined 1 for 6. And here's Bellinger. He's 1 for 2, and that's going to be a strike. Houston leading 1-0. The pitch. That'll be on the ground. It'll be 3-6-3 double play. A 3-6-3, and there's 2 outs. And now Frank Robinson. Here's Frank. He can be very clutch. He has the only RBI, a little nub shot into right field. It scored a run last time. It'll be 2-0. Nobody's on, but he can go deep. And that's going to be a strike. inside 3-1. So Frank gets on, and he will. That's going to be ball 4. So what do they do for Boog Powell? Will Harris will come in to pitch. He's pitched 1 1/3 innings. He's given him 1 hit, struck out 2. But here's Boog Powell, and when he has Frank Robinson, on first, he does his magic. He won the series against Washington last year in Game 7 with this scenario. But it's the top of the 7th here, and it'll be a ball. No, they call that a strike. 0-1 to Powell. Low 1-1. Will Harris. And here's Harris. And it'll be 2-1. After this batter, I'm going to get a drink of quick water. The 2-1. A strike here, it's 2-2. Frank is 30 speed. It's going to take a lot to get him home. The 2-2 to Powell. Low, 3-2. Oh, that was close. It'll be 3-2. So big. Top of the 7th, down by 1. The full count to Powell. Fouled off. Now Frank will be running, so he's going to be near second with a full head of steam. The 3-2. Deep to right field, and this one is over the head and hits the wall. And what is it? Is it a double? It is a double. It goes out and it's a double. Wow. Oh my goodness. Now you might wonder about Frank Robinson. Give me a second. All right. So I got my water. Now why didn't he get home? Why didn't he get home? It's because the rule states you are occupying the base. You last touch at the time of the release of the pitch. Now he might have made second by the time the ball was hit, because he was running. It was a steal situation. But when the ball was released on the pitch, when Will Harris released it, he was not standing on second. He was not touching second. So therefore, in the rule book, he is touching first. So therefore, when the ball goes over, it hits the ground and goes over, it's the 2 bases from the last base you touched at the time that the pitch was thrown. So that means Robinson will get third and Powell will get second. And now it's up to Paul Blair, who can take the lead with a base hit. He'll at least tie it. So big. Harris inside, ball 1. 1-0 with 2 outs. Then Davy Johnson. And that'll be down low, 2-0. Both Baltimore teams playing on the road for these series. The pitch, and it'll be a strike, 2-1. 2-1 with 2 outs. Paul Blair's 0 for 3. A swing and a miss there. It's now 2-2. Blair hitting .296 in the playoffs. Will Harris is a strike away from getting out of this. Struck him out, and that's going to be out number 3. They blow an opportunity in the top of the 7th, and now Houston will come up. Bottom of the 7th inning, Gonzalez will come up against Cuellar. And the pitch there, it's going to be a strike. So Marwin Gonzalez. 0-1, it'll be 0-2. Cuellar only with 80 pitches. Unless he gets in trouble, he'll go the rest of the way. It'll be 1-2. 1-2 to Marwin. He's 1 for 2 today, and that's deep to left field. Is it enough? It is enough. It's a home run, and they get a huge insurance run from Marwin Gonzalez, who this postseason has done incredible. Marwin Gonzalez, in the postseason, he won a series on a home run, and now it was a Game 5 home run, and it was tied, but still, he hits a home run here. He's been clutch all year. Clutch in the playoffs, his 3rd very meaningful home run. He's hitting .333, his 9th RBI. It's 3-1. And it's Cuellar losing it. That's going to be a strike there. Nobody's out. Gurriel's 1 for 2 today. And that'll be a looper to center field. And it'll be over his head. He's going to go to second base, and Cuellar's given up a home run and a double. And there's still nobody out. And Baltimore's got to worry right now about giving up more runs. So here's Josh Reddick. He has an RBI. He's the one that tied the game at 1. And that's going to be a strike. Oh, a little bit low. So big. That'll be 0-2 quickly. If he can get Reddick striking out, then that'll be huge statistically. It'll be 1-2. They couldn't double sacrifice. The way Evan Gattis goes high fly balls, I would sacrifice him to third. They strike him out, 1 out. That's why you want a well-rounded team, because you needed to bunt there, and here's Evan Gattis, who's 0 for 2. And Gattis, that's going to be 0-1. It is huge. If they get that in, that might be a clincher. And that's going to be a ball 1 to Evan Gattis. 3-1. A strike there. He uses that screwball. The 1-2. And it'll be 2-2. Evan Gattis. Inside 3-2 with an out. The full count. He strikes Gattis out. And that's number 2. Marisnick now. Jake Marisnick, who's 0 for 3. Marisnick to left field, and that's going to be fair. They might get the insurance, and they will. It's 4-1. Oh, my goodness. Houston, a big lead now. Not only is this a lead, not only is this a big lead now, but in the series, wow. In the series, it could give them a 2-game edge. Here's Bregman, who's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a ball down low. 2 outs. The big hit by Marisnick. It'll be a strike here to Bregman, 1-1. So Cuellar again. It's going to be right to the center fielder, Paul Blair, and he gets the line drive, 3 outs. Well, they got 2. In the last 3 innings, they've scored 1, 1, and 2. We go to the 8th. And now the pressure is on Baltimore. They got Johnson, Robinson, and Hendricks. And Johnson, that'll be a swing and a miss, 0-1. So here's Davey, 0-2 quickly. Ken Giles is a new pitcher. He's 0-1, 4.91 ERA, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks, giving up 6 earned runs, 12 hits, all in 11 innings pitched. And he strikes out Johnson on 3 pitches. Now that didn't look good. All 3 were out of the strike zone. And here's Brooks. Brooks high to right field. This is not how Baltimore wanted to go, and that's going to be 2 outs. And here's Elrod, who's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a strike. Strike 0-1 to Elrod Hendricks. And that'll be fouled off 0-2. So the Hendricks will have the 0-2. High 1-2. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. The 1-2. Struck him out. 2 strikeouts and an easy pop out. And Baltimore will be down to their last 3 outs. They didn't even look good there. The bottom of the 8th, it's 4-1. Bottom of the 8th, 4-1. Taking a look here. We're going to look at all the games right now, very big. Out of town, Cincinnati still leads 2-1. Baltimore and Tampa Bay, that's a huge one there in Tampa Bay. They're in the bottom of the 8th. And in the 8th inning, Atlanta again is blowing out Kansas City. They need answers. And here's Altuve. And it's going to be ball 1. So Cuellar to Altuve. And that'll be it on the ground to Powell. And he'll give it to Cuellar, 1 out. He might go the complete game. He had a little bit of bumps in the road. They're going to give everybody a rest after yesterday. They want Cuellar to get these last 2. And it's going to be 1-1. Wow. That was out of the zone to Springer. It'll be 2-1. So they get Altuve. Not doing well. Springer's 1 for 3. And that'll be a strike, 2-2. 1 for 3 with an important RBI for Springer. He gave him the lead. That'll be short to first. 2 outs. A win, and Houston goes up 2-0. And they go to Baltimore for the next 2. Here's Carlos Correa. It's going to be inside ball 1. So Cuellar might get a full, complete game. He's maybe hoping not. Because if they get a lead, they might bring in a closer. It's 3-0 to Correa. He's going to throw this down the middle, and that's going to be a strike. The 3-1 is 110th. He walks Correa. And Earl Weaver hangs on to people. And Marwin Gonzalez now, and this is big. Marwin, and it gets away. He swings and misses, but it is a wild pitch. It's going to be called a pass ball. Usually strikes. Oh, look at this. They have a lead. The Tampa Bay has a lead, a big lead there. And here's Marwin, 2 for 3 today. A home run, a big one. This will be short. The first, and they get the out. And for Baltimore, they have 3 more outs to get 3 runs. 9th inning. And here it is. You got Merv, you got Donnie, and you got Bellinger. Ryan Klesko is threatened to hit a 3-run home run in Cincinnati. That's big. So top of the 9th, both Baltimore teams are losing. So here we go. This is huge. Ken Giles pitching to Merv Ratman. So here comes Kenny Giles. He has 24 saves on the year. This is a save situation because he came in last inning. But here's Redmond. He's 1 for 3. And the pitch, it's going to be a strike. So Merv has to get on. He's only hitting 113. But he's 1 for 3 today. Low 1-1. But you got to think he was hitting 1 for 3 against the other pitcher. Outside 2-1. This is big to Merv Redmond. If Merv Redmond can get on, you can see he has those laser eyes. My goodness. Look at that picture. Oh my God, look at that picture. 113. He's 2-1. Swing and a miss there. It'll be 2-2. If Giles gets a strikeout, it'll be an important one. If you put him on, and it gives hope. Struck him out. He just looked at that one. Merv Redmond's having a horrible playoffs. 1 out. And here's Donnie Buford, who's hitting 2 for 4 today. So Ken Giles. And that'll be a strike, 0-1. He's starting off with these first pitch strikes. It's so big to do. Again, a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Giles is mowing everybody down. They got insurance in Cincinnati. Atlanta's leading 5-2 there. The pitch here, high and inside, it's 1-2. The 1-2. And fouled away. 1-2 with an out. The pitch. Struck him out, and there's 2 outs. Two outs, and here is Mark Bellinger, who's 1 for 3 today. It's going to be high, ball 1. Bellinger is 1 for 3, and he's the last hope for Baltimore. Kenny Giles. It'll be low, 2-0. So Bellinger is it. Kenny Giles coming in. Bellinger needs to get on. And he swings at ball 3. And now it's 2-1. Oh, he needed that 3-0 anyway. The 2-1. Swing and a miss there, and he's down to his last strike. So Bellinger hitting 305, 355 in a year, 1 for 3 today, the 2-2. High into right field, a line drive and caught, and that's it. But Houston has a 2-0 lead, and they will go to Baltimore, a big win. Houston played well in the later innings, and that was big. The big story really is 1 for 8, Altuve and Springer. It was 1 for 8, and they still won. The MVP is Lance McCullers. He threw a 59 for a score for pitching. 6 2/3, 8 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. Cuellar went the whole distance. He got the loss. 8 hits again, but 4 runs, all earned. Struck out 8, walked 2. Very similar to McCullers. He gave up a home run, though. And that was a big one. The solo home run, it was that 7th inning was just a very big inning. It was very big. So Houston, a 4-1 win here. Now we got to take a look at other games. The final, Tampa Bay beats Baltimore 3-1. So that series is 1-1. Atlanta and Cincinnati, we got to go there. Atlanta at Riverfront Stadium. the Riverfront Stadium right now. Here's David Justice. They have 4 in the top of the 8th. The 3-2. Struck him out, and that's it. Cincinnati in the bottom of the 8th now. It's 5-2. You got Morgan, Bench, and Foster. So Mark Wohlers comes in. He's a new pitcher. He's 0-1, 8 1/3 innings pitched. He has given up 4 hits, 2 earned runs. He struck out 16, walked 2, and a 2.16 ERA. Here's Joe. Sorry about that. Joe Morgan will lead off. And that's going to be a ball outside. So 4 runs in the top of the 8th inning, a 3-run home run. You take a look right now at the box score. The home runs today. In the 8th inning, it was Ryan Klesko who has 2 home runs today. In the 8th inning, he had a 3-run shot to give him a 5-2 lead. Actually, it was a 4-2 lead at the time, and he added 1 on. It's 5-2. Well, Ryan Klesko, the hero today. But here's Joe Morgan against Wohlers, and it'll be 2-0. Bottom of the 8th. Atlanta and Kansas City in the 9th. It's a blowout there. It'll be 2-1. Question is, can Cincinnati get the comeback? The 2-1. And that'll be fouled off again, 2-2. Nobody out here. And Morgan trying to get on. He's 0 for 2 today. He strikes out, 1 out. A lot of these games have been blowouts, and Johnny Bench, who's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ball. A ball down low. Atlanta looking to tie the series at 1. It'll be high, and they say that's a strike. It was very close. So Bench trying to get on. They want to get 1 run this inning at least. And it'll be 2-1 from Wohlers. So Wohlers against Johnny Bench, the 2-1. And that'll be a strike, 2-2. If Bench gets on, he can go. He's not as fast, but that's going to be strikeout number 2, 2 outs. Bench is great with 3-run home runs, but when nobody's on base, he struggles. And here's George Foster. And that's going to be a strike. So Foster, the right fielder, he's hitting .313. He's 1 for 3 today. He had the 2-run home run. Remember that thing? If he gets a solo shot now, that would be big. It would cut it to 2. The 2-strike pitch. And that'll be fouled away. That 2-run home run, their only runs of the day for Cincinnati. It'll be ball 1. They would send it back. We go a 2-2-1-1-1 format in the playoffs. It'll be inside 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch. Foster, and he's going to get on with the base hit. So George Foster will get on, and he gets 1. Bottom of the 8th. And here's Tony Perez, the future Philadelphia Philly. But here's Perez. And wow, if he got a shot, that would be huge. But Perez, there's 2 outs. It's going to be a strike. They call that inside. Perez didn't like that. Perez. A shot, and it's going to be foul. 0-2. The 0-2. High, and this will be to right field, and it's going to be foul. The 0-2. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. We go to the 9th. It's 5-2 Atlanta. No other games right now. This is it, the last one. Lemke, Mordecai, and Belliard. Lemke's 0 for 3 today. And that'll be a little grounder. Picked up, and Lemke will go to first. It was a hard hit. It just hits him. Right now, it just hit Concepcion, and that's it. Falls down. It was hard. They're going to bunt 0-1. Oh, he brought it back. So Mordecai 0 for 3. The pitch, it'll be a bunt 1-1. Pedro Bourbon is in. And Bourbon, and that's going to be a ball. He pulls back. Bourbon, very new. 108 ERA, struck out 3 walk, none. 1 earned run, 6 hits, and 8 in a third innings pitched. So far in the playoffs, that's going to be a bunt foul. So Mordecai hitting 154. He's got a swing, and he does, and this is what he was trying to avoid, a 4-6-3 double play. Wow, I would have been better just bunting on 2 strikes. And with 2 outs, here's Raphael, who's 1 for 3. And Raphael, that'll be fouled away, 0-1. Raphael Belliard. Tonight, the Auckland Nines, game number 3. We see who makes the quarterfinals in day 3. Should be good. But here's Raphael Belliard with 2 outs, and it's going to be 2-1. 5-2, Atlanta leads Cincinnati. The pitch, and that'll be hit on the ground right there to first. Perez will step on it. And now Cincinnati needs 3 runs. They're famous for getting them. They go to the bottom of the 9th. I will say this, if Cincinnati gets 3 runs, if they get the 3 runs, if they even get 4 runs, but if they get 4 runs, the series, I'm going to say, is over. But if they get 3 runs, and even if Atlanta wins, it's going to be a tough game 3. But right now, Atlanta, if they go 1-2-3, they're going to have enough momentum to say, hey, we can do this and take the series. They're a 15th seed. 15th seed. They just beat the number 2 seed in the last round. They swept, they swept the 76 Reds. Now they're playing the 75 Reds. Here's Pete Rose. And Rose, that's going to be fouled back, 0-1. So Pete Rose now, 0 for 3 today. A swing and a miss here, it'll be 0-2. Pete needs to be on. The 0-2. And it's going to be 1-2. Yeah, the 76 Reds got swept in last round. And 2-2. If the Braves win today, they'll be 5-1 against the Reds of the 1970s in the playoffs. Pete Rose struck out in the 6th. The 2-2. Struck him out. He struck out here in the 9th. Not really like Pete Rose. He'll ground out usually before he strikes out. And here's Darrell Chaney. He's a pinch hitter. He's playing third base and he's up. This is big. They need runners on. And Wohlers down low, 1-0. Mark Wohlers is 27th. A swing and a miss here, 1-1. Bottom of the 9th. And a swing and a miss here, 1-2. 1-2 with an out. Struck him out, 2 strikeouts, and they're 1 out away from tying this series up at 1. And here's Cesar Geronimo. And Cesar, that's going to be high ball 1 with 2 outs. Cesar's hitting .305 to right field, and this one will be a drop for a base hit, so Cesar gets on, and Cincinnati's still alive. Cincinnati is still alive with 2 outs, and here's Dave Concepcion, who's 1 for 3. Roller's trying to end this game. That's going to be a strike. So Concepcion gets on. Ken Griffey has a shot. And that'll be 0-2 quickly. So Wohlers is one strike away. The pitch. And down low, 1-2. 1-2 to Concepcion. High, and it'll hook foul. Near Riverfront Stadium. It'll be Fulton County Stadium, the next ones. The 1-2. High pop flight. Should be caught. Should be the end of the game. And it is. And Atlanta's tied the series up. Atlanta has tied the series up at 1. Lots of blowout games today and yesterday. And we'll take a look at them all right now. But first, here it is, the MVP, Ryan Klesko. And Ryan Klesko, very big, drove in 4 runs. He had 2 home runs, 2 for 4, with 4 runs, 4 RBI. 2 for 4 with 4 RBI. Both home runs, incredible. A solo home run in the first, a 3-run home run in the 8th. George Foster had a 2-run home run. As you look at the batting, George Foster was 2 for 4 with a home run. But, Foster had a single also, 5 total bases. Didn't get moved over. Klesko with 8. It was very big. It was 2 for 4 today, 4 RBIs. Pitching-wise, Glavine is 67, Darcy is 75. Darcy, in 7 innings, only gave up 2 hits. He walked 2, struck out 8. And Tom Glavine, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 runs. And that'll be it. So I'm looking there. Right now, 3:42 the time of the game. But that's it. That's the rest of the game. And that's it for day number 2. So day number 2 ends. Let's take a look at the playoff coverage. The Braves and the Reds. It's 1 game apiece. The Reds won 7-1 and the Braves won 5-2. The second game was closer than what you'd expect. But anyway, it's going to game 3 and 4 in Atlanta. It's 1-1 there. The Braves, 2 blowout wins, 9-4 and 7-2. Kansas City, it's a big game 3. They got to stop the bleeding or else they're going to be done. You got to stop the bleeding or they're done. That's it. 2-0 there, Braves. Who knows? Kansas City, they're at home, though. And that's the biggest thing. You go momentum. But you got John Smoltz and Tom Glavine. I mean, that's big. Here it's 1-1. Tampa Bay, of course, taking 1. Baltimore took game 1. Tampa Bay took game 2. Tampa Bay dropped game 1 at home. Tampa Bay is 44-7 at home and 24-27 on the road. That means they're going to have to take 1 in Baltimore. If Baltimore wins both, it'll be 3-1. Tampa's got to win at home. They got to win game 6 in Baltimore. So, it is. They gotta win 1 in Baltimore. They have to win 1 in Baltimore. And we go to the last one. The Astros have a 2-0 series lead against Baltimore. They blew them out in game 1. And then they won in the last innings 4-1 in game number 2. A lot of solid performances. Taking a look very quickly, Frank Robinson is doing very well, but look at Yulieski Gurriel. He's hitting .571. Springer is hitting .444. Even though he had a bad day today, and that's only after 2 games. Springer was probably like 3 for 5 yesterday. He's 1 for 4 today. And Tampa, Navarro is hitting .571, And Davy Johnson's hitting .444. In Atlanta, Ozzie Guillen is doing very well in the first two games, along with Brett Boone and Javi Lopez. Well, Alex Gordon is tearing it up, but he's not enough. Everybody else is not pulling their load. And for Cincinnati and Atlanta, Joe Morgan is hitting .429, but Lopez and Klesko, right there it is. That's it. Atlanta's having a hard time hitting the ball. They had one good inning today, but they're still having a hard time, but they have tied the series up at 1. Tomorrow will be game number 2. Game number 3. Sorry about that in the Elite 8. And as we take a look, you'll see best performance, Pat Dobson today in a loss. And number 2, James Shields in a win. Number 3, Pat Darcy. I would think 2 home runs would get you maybe number 1. But finish today, we go. And there you see the next games. So very, very big. And Houston can take command. Atlanta 99, the Nick Leahy League can have Atlanta take command. Each league has a 2-0 leader and a 1-1. So the 99 Braves can take command, and the Houston Astros can take command. On the other side, Cincinnati and Atlanta, and Tampa Bay and Baltimore will be striving for a series lead. The funny part is, if Kansas City can come back and win that series, and Cincinnati, they would be really big, but right now, both teams are in a struggle. It might be an Atlanta derby. Who knows? Houston and Baltimore, you never know how series go. It's now in Baltimore, and Baltimore never loses, really, in Baltimore. And Baltimore 71, undefeated at home. It's 1-1. You never know. It could be Houston. It could be Houston and Baltimore 71 in the Final Four there. We don't know, though. Tomorrow we'll tell a lot more of this story. Thank you for watching. We'll see you then.